guys, welcome back. It has been so long since I filmed, and I think it's been over a week literally that I haven't filmed a video for you guys. But I am back here with you today, and I'm bringing you a favorites video, which is insane because I haven't done favorites videos in a little bit, and I want to commit myself to do a favorites video each month this year. So today's video is going to be my January favorites, and we're in February. I think I have that correct. So let's go ahead and get started with January favorites. I'm going to go ahead and start off with body care, which is something different for me. I don't think I talked too much about body care. So the first thing I have in front of me is by Soft Soap. And this is pretty random, I know, but I've been using this nonstop every single day because I feel like during the winter months my skin gets the most driest, and I feel like it gets irritated too. So I've been really loving this. It's a body butter coconut quench moisturizing body wash. I love this. It smells amazing. It's like coconut mixed with tropical kind of scents. I love this, and it's very moisturizing for the skin. I actually picked this up at Walmart. One more item that I have that's kind of body care related, but it's more like skincare in that region, and it is the Bubblegum Lip Scrub, and this is by Lush. I'm not sure if I've ever talked about this before in a favorites video, but since it's been colder here, my lips have been getting really chapped and dry, and that's what it looks like. It is so yummy. I love Lush's lip scrubs just because not only are they very exfoliant, but they taste really, really good. It's bubblegum, it smells, and it tastes so yummy. I do have one more skincare item, and this I found super randomly in, oh my gosh, what store was it? TJ Maxx. We have a TJ Maxx, and I went to TJ Maxx just looking through the beauty skincare aisle, and I saw this. This is by Boscia. It's a restorative day moisture cream. I actually found this on my own. I haven't really seen anyone talk about this specifically. I heard Boscia was a really good brand. I did hear that from Nikki's Tutorials because I do watch her. She mentioned how Boscia was a great band. She mentioned how Boscia products were a very great brand. They were an awesome brand for the skin, so I wanted to try this. It was like maybe $13, $12 or $13 around there. And the one thing that I noticed though, I'm trying to smell it, but there isn't any product in this container in the top here. But this cream, it's super weird. You have to push this top down for the cream to dispense from this top area. See, watch. Hopefully I can see it. I don't know if you see it coming out, but that's what it looks like. It's a very luxurious cream in my opinion. I like it. It is a little bit on the thick side, but I feel like it just, I don't know. It doesn't have that much of a smell to it, but I thought it was really, really nice. Although I do have to say when I apply it, it does feel a little bit heavy on the skin, but I still apply this in the morning before I prime my face for makeup, and it's really good for that. I mean, I think it's perfect for the day and also for the nighttime, but I really, really like this because during these colder months, my skin is starting to get a little bit dry, so I do like this cream for that. And the rest of the items I have here are makeup, so let's go ahead and jump into it. The first makeup product I want to talk about is this face powder. You guys know this. I've been using this in almost, literally, no, not just my makeup tutorials or my makeup videos, but pretty much every day. Every single day that I do my makeup, I use this powder. This powder does not have that much coverage, but it's okay because I like this to set my makeup, or to set my face after I apply foundation, and I love it because it's not heavy, it doesn't cake my face up, it makes my face look nice and natural, and that's what I love about this powder. And the shade, I'm in the shade 220 Natural Beige. The Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, if I did not mention it already, but I really like this. It's just, I don't know, I'm already hitting pan. I don't know if you can tell, but look. There's like a little ring in there. I'm already hitting pan, and I hardly ever hit pan on a powder, which is insane. But it comes like this, and it has a little sponge and a little mirror. Now the only thing is I don't ever use this sponge. I mean, this powder can be used to go, but I just dropped the sponge. Ignore that. I don't use this on the go as a setting powder. I mean, you could, but for some reason I just don't take this one with me in my purse. I just leave it at my desk. I just leave it at my little makeup area so that I can set my makeup. While we're on the subject of powders, I have to mention this. This I got last month, and I believe I got this in December. I got it while I was in Ulta, and I actually showed you guys in a vlog because I was redeeming a Ulta coupon that I had. It was $10 off of your purchase, so I went ahead and tried this because this is all the rave on YouTube, and for very good reason. Just because the powder itself, the loose form of it, is amazing for baking, but they did not have the loose form of it, and it is this powder right here. I cannot believe that I've already hit pan on this. You guys can see that. This is not the loose form of it. The loose form of the powder.
It's not the loose. Okay, I can't talk.
This powder is the pressed powder form and is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Airbrush Silk Pressed Finishing Powder. And that is it right there. It is in translucent, It is in translucent, and it comes with collagen. It has collagen, silk, peptides, and antioxidants. I love this powder so much, and I can't believe that I've already hit pan. It makes me kind of sad that I hit pan because this powder isn't cheap. This powder costs, I want to say, $28, and they did not have the loose powder of this product at Ulta, so I got the pressed one. But I go ahead and I take the Real Technique setting brush and I'll swirl it in the powder and just go ahead and set underneath the eyes. And this is the first powder that I have come upon that when I set those under eyes, my concealer does not crease for a few hours. Like the longest, I want to say about 4 or 5 hours into the day, if I set my under eye concealer with this powder really well, my concealer does not go anywhere. It does not crease, and I haven't found a powder that has done that for me. And this powder is amazing. If you guys have not tried this powder, you really need to try it because it is amazing. I just hate the fact that it is a little bit pricey, but I would recommend getting this like during the Ulta sale or something like that, just so that you can save some money off of this product. But it is amazing. It truly is amazing. The next product I want to talk about is a highlight, and I don't think I've ever mentioned this in a favorites video, which I don't know why. Probably because I haven't been making any favorites videos, but I'm gonna go ahead and give a shout out to this baby, and it is the Champagne Pop highlight from Becca Cosmetics in collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. I love this powder. I have used it a ton, and I feel like there's indentations throughout the powder, and at the same time I look like alright. At the same time, I feel like with those indentations, I feel like it looks like it's going to break, and I'm afraid because I don't want this to break. I do not take this powder with me anywhere. It stays right here in her little home, right in my drawer, just to make sure that it doesn't break, because I will be devastated if this broke. But this is beautiful. It's a nice peachy champagne glow. I love it. It's just, oh my god, and it's so smooth. I absolutely love this powder. I've used it a ton in the past couple of months, not just the month of January, because this has been my go-to highlight literally for the entire time of the holidays, and it's so beautiful. I love it. If you guys haven't tried that, you really should. Another highlight I need to mention is Opal by Becca, and I got this really cute little mini sample size. I believe I got this in the month of December when I made my Sephora purchase, or I think it was in December or January, I don't know. But when I made my Sephora purchase or my Ulta purchase, I got this as a gift also. Like a little gift with purchase kind of thing. So I got this and I absolutely love it. It's so cute and tiny and mini, and you know, Opal is just so beautiful. Opal is perfect for any makeup look. I actually have Opal on right now on my cheekbones. I have the cream form of Opal, and then I apply the powder form of Opal right on top. Next, I want to talk about this concealer, and it is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Bye Bye Pores. No, the powder was Bye Bye Pores. This is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye with collagen and vitamin C and K concealer. This is in the shade Light. Now I do have the shade, I believe it's called Medium Light, but I let my mother use it and I haven't gotten a chance to go over there to get the one that's medium light to try it, but I've been using the shade Light and I have to say that this is super light. Now when it comes to that, I do like to mix this concealer with another concealer so it's not so bright white underneath my eyes, but also you only need a little bit of this underneath the eyes, and I always make that mistake. I always forget that a little bit of this goes a long way, and once you start blending it out, you will see how much coverage this concealer does for you under the eyes. This concealer conceals the darkness that I have under the eyes, but also, like I said, a little bit goes a long way, and you have to make sure you blend it out. It is a little bit thick, but it's not too thin where you can't, it's not too thick where you can't work with it, and it's not too thin that it won't cover up. So it is a great concealer if you guys would like to try it out. Also in the area of concealing, I wanted to mention the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. Now I've used this in a couple of my makeup looks and I do like this a lot, only because it does do the job of brightening the under eyes and all the discoloration, the bluish tones that you have under the eyes. This does a great job brightening and concealing those areas. But like I've mentioned in my other makeup looks, this smells like a bad lipstick. I don't know if maybe I got a bad one, but I mean, it looks great in the pan, it does a great job, and it is a favorite of mine, but I don't like that it smells. I don't get why it smells like that. I mean, do you guys know what I'm talking about when you, let's say when you keep a lipstick for years, and then you smell it and it smells old? That's what this smells like. I try to ignore it. I mean, it does a great job overall, and I really love this. I just try to ignore the smell. For foundation, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in a favorites video in the past, but I have to give a shout out to it again because I've been using this non-stop. This is the only foundation I have that I go through the bottle of this foundation so quickly that I have to buy more often. I buy mine at Walmart because I noticed that Walmart has the more affordable prices of this foundation. This foundation is maybe $5 and 90 something cents, almost $6, whereas everywhere else is like $1 or $2 more. So I do stock up on these. I have about 4 of these in my drawer right now, no lie. But it's such a great foundation. It gives the perfect coverage and it's matte and poreless, of course, and I feel like it fits me so well, and the shade range for this, it's amazing. Maybelline is just amazing in their makeup foundation. They have the perfect shade ranges, they have different skin type of foundations, and I love this one. Matte and poreless, to me, it does keep me matte, but then of course throughout the day, I tend to have those natural oils that shine in, but not to the point where it makes me look greasy at the same time. So it's a very comfortable foundation to wear, and I absolutely love this. And I'm in the shade 128, if in case you guys were wondering. Mascaras usually are always a favorite of mine, only because I only have maybe one favorite mascara. But another mascara has entered my life and has become a awesome favorite of mine. I don't know where this mascara has been. I don't know why I've never bought this mascara before, and I am talking about the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. This one is in the blackest black. It comes in a gold packaging. Now I haven't tried the other type of telescopic mascaras, and a lot of people that I watch on YouTube have recommended not only this mascara, but there are other type of telescopic mascaras that they have recommended, and I need to get on the wagon and buy a couple of more, because this mascara, I don't know what's in it, but I believe it's the brush. I think it's the magic of the brush. I feel like the brush, it's this very small skinny fan, and it packs on the mascara, but it also fans out your lashes, and I absolutely love that effect, because I feel like with my lashes are very difficult to work with. Whenever I apply a mascara, it's very hard to get the look that I want. for my mascara. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? What am I doing? The next mascara I need to mention, and I think you guys know that this has been a favorite of mine for a while because I use it all the time, and I think I've pretty much mentioned this in a different favorites video, but it is the Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara by Maybelline. It is this one right here, and I love this mascara so much. Maybelline, I think, has been like my #1 favorite for the past few months. And I love this. It's a full fan effect mascara, so it gives me that nice fanned effect, and it does separate my lashes really well, and I'm pretty sure it's because the magic is in the brush. I quickly want to mention one more mascara, and I feel like mascaras have been really killing it for me the past couple of months, and I'm glad it has been because it's so hard to find a mascara to fan out and separate the lashes the way I want them to be. So recently I did try the Benefit Roller Lash, and that's this one right here. This one is meant to lift and curl your lashes without using a curler. Now, I did not want to believe that because with every single mascara that I've ever had in my life, I've always had to use a curler, and it's very, very, very annoying. But I needed to do that because I needed to have the effect that, you know, the lashes will give you a curl when you use a lash curler. So I tried to use this mascara without a lash curler, and yes, I was blown away by how lifted my lashes did look when I used this mascara without a lash curler, and I really liked it. I enjoyed the results, and yes, this mascara definitely became a favorite of mine. Next, I want to talk about an eyeshadow palette, and it's been a little while since I've talked about an eyeshadow palette favorite of mine. But I wanted to mention this because I did get this last year, and I've been using it non-stop. I didn't think I was going to love it so much, and I do. I really do. It's the Lorac Mega Pro 2 palette. I don't have the first Mega Pro palette of Lorac. That was last year or the year before. Not 2015. It was released in 2014, and I missed out on that palette. But I did get this palette last year, and I have been using it non-stop for the past couple of months, and there's pretty much every single color in here that you could possibly need for, you know, creating a bunch of different makeup looks. I mean, you've got fall, Christmas, holiday, so many looks from my holidays, like my holiday makeup looks that I created So many makeup looks that I created for the holidays definitely came from this palette alone, just because you've got mattes, you've got shimmers, your transition, you've got so many colors in here that you probably wouldn't need any other palette, but if you're like me, you have tons of other palettes, so you know how it is, right? Moving on to blush, which of course I'm not doing this in any kind of order, I'm just doing it as I see the stuff. But for blush, I do have to mention this, although you can't get this. I'm not even sure when or if you can get your hands on this again, but it is the Big Blush Book by Tarte. I made a video on this showing you guys swatches, and I will leave that link to that video down below if you guys are interested in watching that video, but I have been using this palette a lot. Now, I am debating on taking out the blush pans just because the packaging is super flimsy, and of course I've already talked about that before, but I've been using Exposed, Dollface, Blushing Bride, and Fearless. I've been using those a ton, and these blushes are beautiful. If you have not tried the Tarte blushes, you really should. They are pretty pricey, but of course when I got this blush book, it was an amazing deal, so I really hope they bring this back. I mean, a lot of people missed out on this, and I don't know. I hope they bring it back. It's a beautiful palette, it really is. The next palette I want to show you guys, it is a bronzer palette, and it is this one. This was the Bronzer Wardrobe, the Little Black Book of Bronzers by Too Faced. Now, I have to say that I feel like I'm the last person to get my hands on this bronzer book. I really am. Just because I went on the Too Faced website and I saw this bronzer listed in the sale area, and it made me think that they were going to discontinue it. I don't understand why they're discontinuing it. So I don't understand why they are discontinuing this. I think it's gone. I think you can't get it anymore. When I went on to the Ulta and Sephora website, this was there in the past, and then I saw it disappear. They no longer carried it. So I got mine directly from the Too Faced website just because it was on sale at the time. And I don't understand why they're discontinuing it. This is an amazing blush palette. Blush? No, it's an amazing bronzer palette. You get so many different bronzers, and I can already smell the chocolate. I have been loving milk chocolate. Oops. I have been loving milk chocolate and chocolate. I have not tried the dark chocolate yet just because, I don't know, I'm not that much of a daredevil to jump into the dark one. But I want to try it out. I'm super excited to try the other bronzers just for the summer and bronzing up the skin. And yeah, I don't know why they're discontinuing it. I mean, this is an amazing bronzer palette. I mean, if you guys find this anywhere, grab it. I think it's an amazing deal for that many bronzers that you get in one book. I really hope that this video is not so long, but yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is also skincare, which I kind of skipped over. I don't know why. I don't know how I did that. It is this little guy right here. It's so cute. This is by Tarte. It's the Maracuja Sea Brightener Eye Treatment, and it's so tiny. I actually got this in my haul, and I'm so sad to say that I am hitting bottom. I try to take a little bit at a time because a little bit does go a long way when you try it. And this little sample size, I mean, I was able to get a lot of uses out of this, but I'm almost done and I'm debating whether or not I should buy it because it's pretty pricey. But it is great. It's so moisturizing under the skin. I love the effect that it gives for my under eyes. It moisturizes them, and I think I actually use this in the daytime before I put my makeup on, but also at night I use it, and it just keeps my under eyes moisturized. So my concealer doesn't crease as much as well, but it's always important to moisturize under your eyes anyway so your concealer does not crease. Last but not least, for lips, I am going to show you two lippies that I have here. These are these are from Lorac, and there are the Alter Ego lipsticks, and I have the shades Duchess and CEO, and I love these because they are the perfect nude lipsticks. They are, I want to say, like a pink. Yeah, I have this one. This one is a nice kind of like a nude pink, and I think it's perfect for every single day. And then CEO is this one right here, and this one is more of a brown shade of lipstick. Right there. This is CEO, and then this one is Duchess. And I love them because they're perfect everyday shades, but they're in the nude range, but with like a hint of pink or brown. My next favorites are a couple of the ColourPop Lippy Sticks, which I don't think I ever talked about, but the last couple of months I've been really obsessed with some of their lippies. Now, I do have 4 lippies that I wanted to mention, and 2 of them I don't have in my hand right now because they're in another room. But the 2 that I have in my hand are Ruffle, which is a matte, and Oh Snap, which is also a matte, and these actually came out during their holiday collections, and I've been obsessing over Ruffle. Ruffle is this nice brown, it's like a light brown color, and I absolutely love it. And I'm so in love with the smells of these lipsticks. They all smell like cake, chocolate yumminess. The second one I have here is Oh Snap, which is this one right here. Oh Snap is a perfect lighter nude, but I feel like Oh Snap can be a little too light on my lips, so I like to mix the 2 together, which are Ruffle and Oh Snap, and I think it's the perfect nude color that it gives me on the lips. The other 2 I have that I don't have on hand to show you guys is Lumiere, which is the first lip color that Kathleen Lights released, and she collabed with ColourPop and created Lumiere. And then the second lippy is Aquarius. I don't know if you guys know which one I'm talking about. It is her newest collab with ColourPop. I'm getting brain farts, I swear. But Aquarius and Lumiere have been my favorites along with these 2 for the past couple of months. And last but not least, I have to mention this. This is like a diamond right here. This is the saved for last because it is the best, and it is the ColourPop Kathleen Lights Where the Night Is collab, and I am so in love with this collection. I really want to create another makeup look using this collection on camera. Let me know if you guys want to see that, but I am so obsessed with these two colors right here, more so than the other shades. The first color is called Weenie, and you guys know that I love this because the names are so cute. And Weenie is a nice rose gold shade, and that's why I love it so much, because it's so rosy and I love it. It's so shiny, and oh my gosh, this picks up so effortlessly on my brush. I actually use the, I don't know what the name of that brush is called. It's the Color Payoff brushes from Sigma, and I use one of them to pick up the pigment and put them on my eyes, and it just picks up the pigment so effortlessly. It picks up the pigment so effortlessly. It just blends it on the lid so nicely. I love it. The second shade is also my favorite, and this one is called Porter. And Porter is a nice burgundy sheen shade. I love this one. This one I like to put in the outer crease to conjoin with Weenie. And they're just so beautiful. They're so easy to apply. They blend amazingly, and they're just so pigmented. I love, 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 love ColourPop. Alright, so I know that the Kathleen Lights quad was the last thing I wanted to mention, but I have to mention these brushes. These are going to be the last thing I mention in this video, I promise. I just feel like I have so many favorites that have been just bundling themselves up over the months, but these are the brushes by Sigma. They're all from the Color Payoff collection from Sigma. Now I have the wide shader brush, which is the E59, and that's this one right here. This one I love to use for my brow bone highlight, and sometimes my inner corner as well. If I'm, you know, wanting to multitask, you can. That's what I love about these brushes. You can multitask with them. You can use them for so many different things. The next one is the firm shader brush, the E57, and this is like a flat shaded brush. I love this to apply the pigment. And then this one is the short shader E20 by Sigma, and it's a nice short shader flat brush, and I love to use this to put color in the lower lash line. And then this one is the Firm Blender. Now this is the E44. I love this because it's very precise. It's kind of stiff, and that's why it's called firm, but you can concentrate this in the outer corner and just keep the color in the outer corner or in the crease, wherever you want it. And the last one, it is dirty. I didn't realize it was dirty. This one is called the Cream Color E58. Now this brush is the perfect brush to use with ColourPop eyeshadows because it picks up the pigment so well, and it blends it and packs it on your lid really intensely, and I love it. That's why I'm glad I bought this brush, because I wanted a brush that was meant for cream color and would pack all of the lid color that you needed. All of the color on the lid, it would pack it on really, really well. And yeah, out of all of my brushes, which I'm thinking about doing a brush video, let me know if you guys want to see that, but out of all of my brushes, I love these. These are my #1 top favorite brushes because they're so well at creating the intensity of color that you desire on your lids. I love these. If you guys are interested in this, I'll put a link down below so you guys can access it directly, but these brushes are the #1 go-to brushes for my shadows. So that is it. That completes my entire January favorites for this video. I really, really hope it's not too long. I will try to shorten it as much as I can because I feel like these type of videos are like the longest videos because I talk so much, I ramble on, and I have so many products to share with you guys. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this favorites video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Let me know down below what your favorites are for the month of January, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any more videos. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!